Hey everybody, what is up, guys? How is everyone doing this morning, this afternoon, this evening? We're gonna have a later. I'll be 95 and LM, so they're the ones that buy this shit. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Mm. I believe I can fly. Under the sky. Spread a little fire. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Someone's here. It's Chris.
Oh,
Chris.
oh, damn, it's Chris.
What's up, brother?
What's up, Mr. Hudson?
Another person showed up, and also from the Misfit Nation to the Hake
Oh,
Report, Krishan the Don.
Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want.
Why did you ask for that my picture?
I told you I was gonna work on your by the way shirt. I was getting impatient waiting on it, so I'm just gonna try to design it myself.
If you can send me the design for T Public, if you send me the design, I could put it up. But
Yeah, my plan is to. I'm not a professional designer or anything, so but I want to like see if I could work on something for you, and I'm gonna do it free of charge. It's all
Yeah.
for you, Jake.
I could,
As a thank you for always letting me on your stream.
So I would consider myself a professional design professional graphics guy, and Jake does have a t-shirt, here's the thing t-shirt with his face on it from years ago. I could just send you that. You could change the wording.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Right,
yeah,
Jake?
I didn't know he had a "Here's the Thing" shirt. I actually I like
Here's
that.
the thing, and he has one that says "My China."
Oh, God,
I was thinking Jake should have a show and call it "Here's the Thing."
that's the name of my podcast. Here's the thing.
Oh, okay, cool. You're
That's the name.
way ahead of me.
So here's the thing. On Spreaker, the name of the podcast is "Here's the Thing." So it shows up when you look up "Here's the Thing" with Jake Hudson on Spotify. That's where it comes at. Spotify. I heard all that shit.
We should have like a wrestling pop sound effect for every time you say it.
By the way, I just want to tell you that I did find. Oh, we looked at so Krishan got me into a new show, Chris.
Oh yeah,
the Star and Buckwild show.
Oh, you started watching it?
Yeah,
I heard of it before.
The Star Report.
Yeah, they were in New York, right?
Yeah,
I think they were based in New York.
But they're in Atlanta too. So
they were syndicated in Florida, so I used to listen to them every morning.
Hey, Brady!
What's up, Brady?
Brady actually does works with a company called Stolen Spirits. Stolen Spirits, MMIWG, murder, missing, indigenous women and girls.
Oh, I remember her. Yeah, I was kind of grilling her on like you're kind of like really narrowing down your market there.
Stolen indigenous women.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like kind of a niche.
She does what? Here's the thing. Her show is she's a female John Walsh.
For indigenous women only.
Yeah.
Apparently, she doesn't care about all the other missing women.
I want to see how long Jake could go without burying the world lead.
By the way, you called me today because you said that you have fire jets running.
No, I never said fire. You said fire engines?
No, fire jets.
Oh, yeah. So
you had fighter jets?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story real quick. It's very, very, very interesting. Maybe not to Jake, though.
Yeah.
And by the way, Jake, the B-2 bomber fleet is in Missouri, which is one state over from you. So there's a possibility you could look in the sky and see them.
It's 2 states. It's 2 states.
Oh, that's 2 states away from you?
I'm in Mississippi.
I still see them.
So
here's the thing: you have to go to get to Missouri. You have to go to Tennessee.
Yeah.
In Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
But those states aren't like that big, right?
No, that's not true. By the way, she said, that's Brady. You want a link? I'll send you.
By the way, Brady, I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, we were joshing around.
By the way, I did republish my Patreon. I unpublished my Patreon.
Nice.
For a week, and so
good.
Today I decided to, because it's better to, and also the thing is why would I
I like how Jake interrupts himself.
Right. That's good. Jake, can I tell a quick, give me like 20-second story, Jake, And, you know, I mean, it is important because we could all end up dead in a week. So I think it's
Oh, yeah.
semi, I mean, it's not going to happen, but there's a possibility we could all die in a week.
I think
So,
that's
and
it.
your show won't be here if that was the case.
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe it's almost like breaking news.
well, no, this is a very interesting story. Jake might find it interesting. Who knows? So about 9 months ago, we where I am on Long Island, we started having a fighter jet like pathway that would go directly over where I live. And it was started 9 months ago. I would see in the daytime F-16s flying over in a certain pathway. And I never thought of like what it was and why they have this pathway over Long Island and shit. And then I found out this morning from a news article that because the past 3 nights I've been out in the freaking garage from like maybe 12 a.m. until like sometimes up to 3 a.m. and I'm just smoking and maybe playing Call of Duty and shit. And I kept hearing fucking massive amounts of fighter jets flying over at that time. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Like ridiculous amount of just straight up fighter jets, and then even bigger than fighter jets too. And I was like, what the hell's going on? I didn't want to post nothing because it could have been a secret mission they were running, and I'm not going to blow up their spot. This morning, I looked on the news, and the United States from inside America sent over like 15 air fuelers, about 20 F-35s, about 15 F-22s, and they're saying they didn't send the B-2 stealth bombers, but I know they did because I heard 4 afterburners on one plane and a couple B-2 bombers. They've been flying over to go to Europe and landing in Europe.
Okay, so are you thinking that maybe they're just like they're scrambling the birds, getting ready for like strategical?
Well, no. Then it came out this morning in a news article that that's exactly what the United States was doing, and they sent a shit ton of military aircraft from the United States to go to Europe to set up for possible war with Iran. I mean, what?
I'm sorry, Chris. Do you also remember when they were like maybe last year or something? They were sharing a lot of videos of like the tanks on the trains, just like hundreds of military tanks being transported
into Ukraine.
No, I'm talking about in America.
I'm not sure if I remember that per se.
You can look it up. You'll look. The thing is, I don't know if those are like sometimes those are like old videos. They're circulating. Yeah. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
So that was just interesting that they actually flew over where I was, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I mean, like, I don't just mean like one jet flying over. Like, there was a period of time, I think it was last night in particular, for about 45 minutes straight, all you heard was like it sounded like we were in fucking war, and there was probably about 30 fucking jets that flew over, and they all went into Europe. Fucking insane. I couldn't see them because we had cloud cover. We still have cloud cover.
Oh, I see what you're saying. My bad. I just realized you were saying they all flew out.
Yeah, they all flew from all around America, over Long Island, over the Atlantic, into Europe to stage just in case we do go to war with Iran.
So I assume they're also flying towards probably like the what do they call them, where they can land on the ship.
Well, not those particular. So like an aircraft carrier, the Nimitz is halfway in the Atlantic headed, but we have like 3 other aircraft carriers just in the Middle East. We're fully loaded in the Middle East right now.
So Krishan.
Yes, sir.
Remember yesterday? Tell Chris we talked about Storm Buckwild. Tell Chris what I said. I gave the analogy. Storm Buckwild is the African American version of.
Oh, I know. Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Which I kind of disagreed with in a way.
Did you said the African American? You said.
African American version of Opie and Anthony.
Sounds like an indigenous tribe.
Yeah, right. They are the Negroid version.
Hey, by the way, hey, Krishan,
Yes.
can you use your Jesse voice and call Chris Peeps a beta?
Chris Peace, you a beta? Sorry, I had to.
You're-
Jake asked.
The first thing that
You're-
pops into my mind when I hear the word indigenous tribe is like those like those wooden ear things that gauge your ears, and then they put them in their lips too, like
Oh.
gauge their lip out.
There's a video going around of some African dude from one of those tribes like putting in the ring, and I can't watch it.
It's like crazy how they like manipulate their. You know, back in the day, they also used to do head bindings on baby to make their fucking heads look like an alien skull, like elongated
What
Yeah.
about
skulls.
what
Yeah.
about? I've heard about what about head shrinking or
Yeah,
shrunken heads?
Well,
Yep.
that's I have a theory that the Egyptians, the pharaohs, how they look like aliens
yep.
in their like sculptures. I don't actually think they're aliens. I think they're just inbreds.
Excuse me.
Because you know they were very inbred.
Yeah, I mean, it could be some deformities could be from inbred, but like they always were like they wanted to look like their gods, and like their gods were aliens. I don't know.
That could. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
I believe it.
Hey,
Jake, you believe in aliens, Jake? Jake, you believe in aliens? What did he put,
read your
loser?
headli-
Why do you name you loser?
Fuck you, Jake, you piece of garbage.
Hey, sorry, I'll change it.
What would you make mine, Jake?
Don't even get him started.
This is a fun game.
But Jake, I'm gonna change your name too.
You can't.
I'm gonna
Jake
change it.
has all the power.
I'm gonna change it to Simp,
You can't.
Granny Simp.
You can't.
But
Hey.
but yeah, I mean, a lot of the MAGA base is fractured right now. A bunch of people saying, "I can't believe that Trump's gonna do a strike in Iran," and then people, and half of them are saying he should take out Supreme Leader and do a strike. Where
Yeah,
are you on?
I say we flatten them.
Yep,
I'm
facts.
tired. Yeah, I'm tired of the bullshit.
Facts.
There's no working.
Hey,
with
I
them.
thought you was at work today, Krishan.
No, I was off today. I was planning on doing a show. Actually, I'm doing a show tomorrow night. I'm doing a call-in show. So I'm gonna kind of drop the StreamYard link in the chat and just see what the fuck happens.
Is it gonna be? It's
our-
gonna. What?
I was just gonna say it's our like a last official live stream.
What
So-
time are you doing it?
Sometime probably like 8ish.
Yeah, that's what's gonna kill me. Tomorrow night is AW in Mexico, and I believe it's 3 hour, 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna be watching it from 8 till 10:30 or 11. So
That's all good, man. I mean,
if you would have done it tonight, I would have been around.
yeah, that was the original plan, but we couldn't line up our schedules.
Yeah,
I have something going on. Like, it's my fault.
it's all good. But yeah, I mean,
I kind of think the jets being moved around, like obviously it's like a strategic military thing,
yep.
like setting up for some possibility. Now, let me ask you, Chris, do you think there's questions or talks about there being, whether it be a false flag or real, some kind of terrorist attack or some kind of big event that happens here in America?
Yeah, that's really the only. It's really the only options that. I owe you an apology. I lost total control second half of my show on Sunday. I just sat there and watched ABBA and Liquid scream at each other. Now I know how you feel sometimes with us.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty entertaining. I'll be honest.
You know, you know what, OG? I just sit here. You know why people? You know, the thing is, it's the so people don't understand. I just sit here. I'm the host of the show.
But he's saying his show on Sunday, not your
Yeah.
show.
You know,
I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Nick couldn't get a word in edgewise. He was
what's
like,
up, Sky Angel? How you doing, sweetheart?
Jake, OG mumbling Nick, is he Jeff?
No,
Are you sure he's not Jeff?
"Who's Jeff?"
no, he doesn't. Jeff is a former friend of ours.
Oh,
So there was a guy. His
allegation.
real name wasn't Jeff, but he went by Jeff Spicoli. He went by a bunch of different acronyms. He sounds exactly like Mumbling Nick's voice, same fucking voice, and they're both like funny. Like he was hilarious. The guy, he used to make videos of Jake and shit. It was hilarious, and he's been missing. You haven't heard from him, Jake?
You know what is interesting? OG mumbling Nick doesn't show his face.
That's
Because
Jeff, Jake.
It's Jeff.
I forget Jeff's real name though. He was Latino. He was Latino though. Is Mumbling Nick Latino?
Could be one of those conquistador mixes.
I actually knew. I just want to say that, Jason, what's up, brother? Jason Bardo X is in the chat right now.
You know,
Nick
I
is
like.
denying that he's Jeff. Nick is denying it.
Oh, he's denying. Okay,
False allegations.
I believe him.
Nobody. So
He was a
nobody-
good guy. No, he's a good guy. He's not a bad
also,
person.
What about him doing videos about me and using the sorry.
He had some hilarious videos of Jake clips and shit, and he
Yeah.
deleted them. If they were still up, we would watch them, and you would fucking piss your pants. It was hilarious. What was the one? What was the video about of you, Jake, that he did?
Basically talking about the
Titty streamers?
no, he was talking about like Fago.
Oh, Fago soda, and then like what? The FBI came to your house and stunned you with a shotgun, or whatever they called a taser.
Are you a juggalo, Jake?
Excuse me, I haven't had Fago in a while. I haven't had any Fago in a while. The soda, not this.
I don't know, but so I like Ava. I think Ava is cool and stuff, but also I do think Ava will just keep going on and won't stop even if you tell her.
I like Ava, but she doesn't ever like have any argument. She'll just make a claim.
Shut up.
Shut up. Go ahead, Jake.
You know, but I want to say this. She actually, the reason why I don't do like snipe streams is because I can't do it from the tablet because of Safari. Well,
what is it?
I have Safari.
Snipe trims?
Snipe stream.
Like
stream.
watching somebody else's stream.
Oh, a snipe stream.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, Jake, you could ask one of us to pull up a stream if you want.
Well, not me. I can't do it. If I had my laptop, I could fucking do anything.
I guess it's on me then.
Yeah. And I've been thinking, because with Jake is you don't know when he's going to stream. If Jake told me I'm going to stream at 9:00 tonight, I would have my whole studio set up. I'd have a fucking nice ass mic, a fucking headset. I'd have the capability, the mixer to do anything. I could do phone calls on his show. I could play all his old clips, all the audio.
You could produce basically.
I can produce the whole show. I have it all set up.
Jason, I have a new Twitter, brother.
Like, it would be dumb stupid. I think there was only one time ever that I was able to get on Jake's stream on the laptop, and I was playing all his clips. And
also, you also had a certain person that you told me you wasn't gonna bring on there.
Oh yeah, I think I did end up bringing Ed on that time, right? I mean Frank. Fuck.
Now you
you
gave
could
away who the code is.
Don't talk about him.
There's been allegations.
But anyway, so and then I did notice like Ava does talk a lot about being trans. It's like her major topic she talks about. You know, I would like her to talk about other things. I mean, it was interesting. I learned a lot.
She also said Chrissy Mayer trashed her.
I learned a lot the other night when she was talking. Like I didn't know that she just dated women, which is weird, but whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Like, you know, I
I
dated women.
still don't really get it, to be honest, but at least she was being like trying to be transparent and open.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she wasn't trying to like lie.
I'm trying.
She wouldn't let me really talk, so I couldn't really get in there with nothing. But I wanted to would she hit like if I met her like and I was with let's say I had a girlfriend, I was with my girlfriend, would she hit on my girlfriend? That was one of the questions I had.
Yeah,
or like that's interesting.
Well, then I was watching the debate with Liquid, and Liquid was like making all these points, and like I'm not saying like whether you believe he's right or wrong, he was at least like kind of backing his claims, and she wasn't doing the same, and then accusing him of doing what she was doing. Like it was like very
So I don't know.
To watch. I appreciate Liquid for like standing in there.
Yeah. Jason, check your DMs on Twitter.
But yeah, I have off today, which is great. I wanted to get a bunch of shit done, which I don't know if I'm going to get much done because I cannot unglue myself from Fox News. I have to watch it every minute.
Why? Hey, instead of watching Fox News, why don't you watch
CNN?
Watch like a news show that really matters. Real News with Lucretia Hughes.
When it comes to a time of war, Fox News is usually on top of war, and they say everything that I agree with. So like when it comes to wartime, they're the one, and they're also like in with Trump, so they get like information like, oh, Trump just said he's gonna do a strike. They'll get it before any other news outlet.
Well, and then also like CNN, not to get into this argument, but the more liberal side of it is usually trying to make appeal to emotion rather than like reality.
Yeah.
I can't listen to it.
Thank you.
So Fox News, at least, like they may be more cutthroat, but they give you the reality of it.
Yeah, sometimes
a little bit of fear mongering.
As far as as war goes and military goes, they're pretty straightforward with it and shit. That's but what do you call it? A lot of Democratic John Fetterman and a lot of Democratic senators and representatives are on the side of saying they go in there and fucking take care of it. Like it's very bipartisan. There's not many people who are not for getting involved. Marjorie Taylor Greene is going against it, and which is like they're all like, dude, what are you talking about?
I think Tucker Carlson just wrote a whole article.
Yep.
Sorry, you wrote a whole article going against.
Guys.
Yes.
By the way, we got a few comments. Sky Angel from the land of Scotland. OMG, I've been on for in Alger last 24/7.
Oh Jesus.
So I get news 9 to 14 hours before everyone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Al Jazeera is a Middle East news media.
A lot of your videos come up.
The hell's all this? Someone's on stage, Jason Bardo. When you look up my name, Jake, a lot of your videos are coming up.
Yeah. Both OG Mumble and Nick. Both parties want war. They always do. It's disgusting. I told everyone from day one Trump was a neocon warmonger.
No. Listen, for Trump, believe it or not, he's into peace. He doesn't want a war, to believe it or not. And, he's been, I mean, America has been trying to get Iran to stop the nuke program for like 42 years now. And we haven't got much. And even Trump, he spent 60 days on negotiations with Steve Witkoff going over into Iran, trying to say, hey guys, let us come in, let us take a look at the plans, make sure you're not, building weapons, and there won't be any kind of thing. He tried to do it for 60 days, and what they did, they said, hey, fuck you, we're going to actually ramp up the program. And they were within 3 days of making their first nuclear warhead, and 5 months to have 24 of them. So, they're a bunch of fucking like religious. Like, this isn't like a moral of them. Like, this is their religion, where they were like they want death to America. That's their religious belief. Like, nothing's gonna stop them from nuking everyone.
They want to destroy the Western world. They're saying that's why we want nuclear fucking warheads. And then there's people in the West going, "Oh, maybe we should work with them. Maybe we shut the fuck up."
Hey, I want to say, I guess I'm saying, Sky Angel, I do appreciate you coming on. I thought you hated me because the whole thing with Mel and stuff, with Mel Pandora and stuff that happened. I made a mistake and I apologize.
Wait, what was sexual relations with that woman?
Mel, I made it.
You did something wrong and you apologize.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. Wish Iran would do that.
Hey, Chris, and I do appreciate people coming on. Jason's part of. I sent Jason a link, so if Jason wants to come on, he could come on.
Jake, everyone in the chat is talking about the war. All the comments are about the war, so maybe you want to,
ladies and gentlemen,
talk about it.
Keep it on track a little bit. By the way, hi, Sky Angel. I saw a.
It's a fucking spider.
Hi, Jason.
Oh.
Hey, man.
Oh shit.
What you doing, Jake? How you been?
Doing okay.
Yeah. I didn't know you had a new Twitter, so that's good. Now we follow each other. You see I'm back, right? You see I'm back, right?
I saw your back. I saw you were on.
Okay.
I saw you were on that other show with the Canadian.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm not allowed to say her. I'm not allowed to say the Canadian's name or the lady from the Howard Stern show's name anymore.
You were showing Canadians your back?
No. No, there's a certain Canadian that I'm not allowed to say their name or people get mad.
Who, Bobby Dick? Bobby Dick?
Yeah.
I think it's Chris Benoit.
What's up, Jason?
Bobby. What happened now? Because I missed out on what happened.
Is his mic breaking up or is it my connection?
Yeah, JBX, your mic is cracking.
Okay. Tell me if that's better.
No. Wait, try. You know what you do? Try logging off Streamlabs and logging back in. StreamYards.
All right, I will. I'll be
Not
back.
you, Jake. Him.
No, me. Do I sound better now, though?
Not really.
Go ahead, talk again.
Hello?
There's still a little crack in your voice.
Yeah, it's crackling a little. It's not as bad.
Okay. I mess with the settings.
I'm trying to find.
It's a digital crackling. It's JBX is Jeff.
They don't know. No one knows who Jeff is.
You do look like. Are you Jeff? No, but they don't sound the same though.
Do you think everybody looks like Jeff?
That's what Jeff looks like, but doesn't sound like him.
So he looks like JBX. And sounds like
Jeff is.
He's a good guy. He's not a bad guy. Are you in Arizona?
No.
Okay. He looks like DJ a little, Jake.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
your
trying to find,
are you Filipino by any chance?
No, I'm Puerto Rican though.
Oh,
Ah,
Boricua.
you
Very
kind of
cool.
look like the lead singer of
But I'm
Disturbed.
American. I'm American now. He's a Jew.
Of course, you got some weed too.
Well, this is just like go to the store weed. This isn't like
There you
buy it at
go.
the smoke shop.
I'm
Yeah,
smoking
I
too.
just need
Got a little
a
Mr.
little
Nice
bit
Guy,
every day.
yeah.
little Salvia.
I just
No,
want.
no,
I just
no.
want to
It's
say something.
TCA.
I just want to say. Hey, by the way, Jason. You know, this is Chris and Krishan. The last time you were here, Krishan wasn't part of our show yet,
Oh,
Ah,
well, nice to meet you, Krishan.
and
nice to
Chris
meet you
wasn't
too.
part of this show either. We were fighting with Chris.
Wait, how is
Oh, yeah.
Mumbling Nick? He's getting into the Jeff conspiracy. He must be Jeff. He says if JBX and I had a baby, it would be Jeff. He doesn't know who Jeff is unless he is Jeff.
I don't know
Mumbling
who
Nick
he
is in
is, but
Seattle.
I might be.
Mumbling
You
Nick is
never
in
know.
Seattle, by the way. Mumbling Nick lives in Seattle.
Wait, Jeff moved to Seattle.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The connections we're getting.
But so I want to say that. What do you guys think about Around the Horn being canceled from ESPN?
Didn't that happen a while ago?
Happened a couple weeks ago in May.
I gotta say, old news, Jake. Old news.
Yeah.
So
I don't think
what
it's
do you-
that. I don't think it's that
by the
pivotal
way,
in culture.
Jason, I got
Nah.
something beforehand. What do you think
Okay.
about Jen has got a job? Jen,
Yes, she does. She's blowing a lot of dudes.
she's working at Jimmy John's.
She's doing something strange for a little change.
Yeah, but
What a
Who,
Also-
Jen from Bobby Nick, Jake?
yeah,
The
Yeah.
girl who said if she saw you in the street, she would choke you out?
yeah.
Who, me?
No,
No.
to Jake. She said it to Jake.
Oh, she was one of the
Oh.
ones threatening him.
Yeah.
She probably would. I mean,
By the way,
She
Yeah.
probably
by the-
would, but she shouldn't.
By the way, our former
she's like
friend,
6 foot tall, I
Oh,
think.
by the way, a former person. By the way, to the person that went on Bobby's show, I can make a phone call to.
Oh, come on, Jake. Don't start shit.
Yeah, don't do shit. Don't worry. Anybody on my show, you know, it's just the show. I'm the one there
Yeah,
that controls
here's the
it.
thing. I've done
I'm
shows.
I'm your guy. I'm your
You know
guy.
what, Jake? I'm all here
But
for it. Whatever.
I have no problems with Bobby right now, and we had problems before. We fixed them. You and him,
Yeah.
you guys go back together like sworn lovers.
No. Unfortunately, that it's not going to be a sorry about it because he said some things and he's.
We all
and
said things. I don't know
and
what kind of
and
things.
His girlfriend said that she has people that could harass me.
I don't know.
Well,
Nothing. No.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they did do a stream where they were threatening Jake with physical violence.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Send me that
That's
screen,
hard. That's hard for
Jake.
me to. That's hard for me to forgive.
I don't know where the stream is.
I mean, we put Jake through some shit, but never anything where he's lifeless in any kind of fucking thing. In fact, there's a whole episode called 86 where we're all intensely worried about him, and we actually got the cops to check on him.
Yeah.
We kind of.
Oh, you're the guy that did the welfare check.
Yeah,
Joey,
well, I didn't do it specifically, but I was
Joey.
concerned on my show, and we all did it together. Joey and Tiffany Washington may anyway, I can't say
But
anything
Tiffany
else.
hates me. Tiffany hated me.
Yes, she does, but she loves me. Tiffany, Tiffany, you can come back. There is no problem. I am benevolent. I know some lies
Here's
were
the thing,
said.
I haven't seen her around. She hasn't been on Uncle
I sent her a
Pat, she hasn't
message.
been on-
I don't know if she sent me back because I don't want to, mess anything up. But I want her to be back on the show. You got to come back on the show too, motherfucker.
On what show?
No, talking about me.
Born After Death. if you're not on board after Dev, that kind of sucks, Jake.
You guys have a
Because
show?
They have
Yeah,
it's a
he's
show.
been on it
It's a panel show. It's a panel show
Yeah.
where it's just us messing around at night. It's like it's not serious. We don't talk topics. We don't.
It's not a
Yeah.
show.
It's called the panel show. Is what that's called. Is you don't talk
Yeah,
topics and it's not
Here's the
serious.
thing. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
JBX.
They call 'em
Krishan's
chill
in
zones.
Florida. JBX.
Yeah.
Krishan's in Florida. Is in
Oh, really?
is in South.
South Florida. Okay. High Park area.
What's the significance of where I live?
Oh, well, actually, yeah. Are you doxing him? I didn't know if he was.
Sorry,
No, he's not.
I
He's
mean,
not. No, he's not. I was asking, why did you tell JBX that? Are you in Florida as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm in Florida.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he's in the.
Yeah.
I think he's in the North Florida area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get up there every once in a fucking blue moon,
Or
but I like it
Central
up there.
Florida.
I like it up
Yeah,
there.
I like Florida. And
What
my
do you
family
like
just
about
plays in
South
Jersey.
Florida? Hey, what do you like about South Florida?
You said Jersey?
yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
Long Island, New York, but where yeah, I go to Jersey once in a while.
Yeah, he also DoorDashes for a living.
I don't know enough about Jersey to say where and where, but we talk to my cousins and everything from there, like every day,
Oh,
somehow.
did
You know
I
how
tell you guys? I
Puerto
nearly got
Rican people, our families are always communicated.
Oh, crap. Did I tell you guys I got
Mostly
lightning
yelling.
struck?
What now?
I got lightning struck. I nearly got lightning struck today.
Nearly.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What
Doesn't
happened?
count.
I was talking outside to my worker.
Yeah.
How nice would
Yeah.
it be to have a worker?
You were talking outside to your worker. What were you in the driveway or near the street?
No, we
To
were
your
in-
Mexican slave.
So we were in the
Get to work, you bastard.
foray area.
And
We
I
were
was saying it's
foyer.
pronounced massa.
Hey,
Right.
I think all right. We're gonna end soon. 'Cause I
No,
know
Jake, I
Sean
want to
said
hear your
we're-
story. How'd you
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
get
let's
struck
hear
by
the
lightning?
story.
Because
Yeah.
of the light, because it was a big lightning bolt, and I said I was in the middle of a. By the way, oh no, ladies and
Boy, you're
gentlemen,
great at telling your story, Jake.
More
by the way,
lightning?
ladies
I
and,
know.
ladies and
I have
gentlemen,
no
More
idea what happened.
lightning.
from the AI universe.
Uh-oh,
and from-
somebody
and
else.
from the OG Mumbling Nick show, dabbling in politics.
Liquid
Not-
cryptid.
Not solid. Not
for
gas.
For LC, Liquid Cryptid.
Hey, how's it going? Hold on, I
Hey,
got to
son.
mute for a second while I switch over to something. I totally forgot to set up my headset, and you're going to get a whole lot of echoing.
Echo.
Ah, you sound
There
all
we
right now.
I switched over now.
Am I sounding okay?
It's still
yours is
crackling.
cracking more now again. Like it's kind of in and out.
Hey, by the way,
Me
How
neither.
about try leaving and coming back? Sometimes the connection.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Yep.
no, JBX is having issues.
It's not
Yes.
that bad.
What's up, LC?
All right, hold on. Let me jump out. Wait. How
No,
do I
you're
sound?
good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
You
okay.
good?
We were talking to
was having-
JBX.
Oh, okay.
Ladies,
Yeah.
hey, so you was watching the show today?
Not so far. I was working on on my Kick page. I just added your voice, Jake.
Yay!
But I saw Krishan was on, and I want to see, did anybody else check out the little blow up we had on Dabbling in Politics between me and Ava?
Funny
We were
enough,
talking
we were just
about it.
talking about that.
And we
Now that you're on,
also
let
talked
me let me just say this though. I thought you handled it very well. I thought I like Ava, but I thought she went off the fucking rails. She got to the point where she was just making claims, no arguments, nothing to back up anything she was saying. And she just was like kind of like name calling you. So it got to a point where I was like, all right, this is
Yeah, that's kind of where we started ending up, and I really called her out on that too. That's why I asked her, that's why I asked her, convince me to, why I should care about these people. It's like, oh, because you're a human being. It's like, well, that's not a reason.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, so let me ask you, what did you think about one of our topics? Chris says that the spider jets.
Did he
Oh,
what?
now you want it? Now you want to talk about it, Jake?
We were getting into the war.
Oh yeah. Well, I heard as I'm assuming the Israeli Iran war. Well,
How
Yeah.
you are, Jason? Jason,
the
you're back.
continuing war between Israel and Iran.
Jason, you're back.
That's
Can
been
we-
going since 1958. Yeah.
Can we
Yes,
ask
sir.
Liquid? I wanted to ask you the question that Chris asked me. What do you think? Because there's the sort of we should get involved, we shouldn't get
Jason, are you
involved.
back?
Yeah, I'm back.
think-
Do I sound right?
Little
It's
bit
way
better.
better.
Yeah.
Still a little
Okay.
crackly though, but
Yeah.
it's fine. We
Right.
can understand you.
We had
We can make it out.
Grocery day was today, by the way. Grocery day.
I'm doing it from a
today.
phone. It's
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not that bad. You could just leave it on.
Yeah.
Grocery.
So
Yeah.
ask Cryptid the question. I forget what it was.
Oh, what do you? I think it was. Do you think we should get involved and go full force, or do you think we should leave it alone, or just kind of
Hey,
be more patient,
JBX, sorry. to
or not
interrupt.
even do anything?
Hey,
What now?
JBX, is your channel still JBX's God?
no, it's
YouTube?
JVX is live. God told me to change it.
Yeah.
That bastard.
So here's the thing.
It was copywritten.
Hmm?
So
Yeah.
people thought I was talking about God when I was putting that in titles.
JBX got the ultimate copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so
By
what do you
lightning.
guys- so what do you guys think about
Wait,
So
I asked a
it-
question to Liquid, Jake.
All right, look, we'll go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think we should not get involved, but yeah, I mean, knowing our politicians and how basically beholden they are to Israel, we're probably going to get involved.
I see we're gonna get along.
But as I tried to tell Ava, there's no good guys in this conflict.
No,
I don't think
no.
we are as beholden to Israel as everybody makes it out. I think that's all like conspiracy.
Well, I mean,
At
no,
least Trump isn't. I don't think.
our politicians are really just so pro-Israel that I mean, even those on the left. I mean, like remember AOC was like pro-Palestine for like 15 minutes before most of her before she switched back. And she's like, "Oh no, we're pro-Israel now." It's like, well, half an hour ago you were just saying you're pro-Palestine. It's just like, I mean, even on the
Well,
left there.
I'm not basing what I believe off of what politicians do or say. I'm just saying more like if you're looking at it from even just the ideological standpoint, I would stand with Israel over Palestinians. Palestinians are literally openly saying that they want to destroy America and kill all of us, or make us all go Muslim. Like it's
but
like
that's like a binary. You only give us two options, and then the other thing is it's all based on whether it's propaganda or not. We're flipping a coin. Are you telling us the truth, or is our own government lying to us?
I mean,
I think it's best that us as a country focus on ourselves. Never go to war for anybody else, even if
100%
they're
agree.
God's chosen people or the chosen people of Ham-Mac. I don't know, but I'm America only, and Israel has gotten on our last nerves as a country. And,
Oh yeah, definitely. By the way,
I don't think it.
changed.
I don't think we are going to. I'm sorry, JBX. I'm cutting you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, things have changed, and I'm not talking about my opinion. I'm just saying things have changed in the zeitgeist or our communication about Israel that was never there before. Now it's very angry, very upset, and it's not hate. There's serious problems on the war and how it's been done. That's really the progressor of this, but it's such a complicated situation. I'm usually up to date on this on my X. I'm literally breaking stories about what they're using, how many bombs are hitting there, what kind of missiles. Everything's on there. I really look deep into it, and like he said, there's no good people, not even us.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think ideologically America lines up more with Israel or Palestine?
Are we talking Iran and
Neither.
not Palestine?
Yeah, no, but if we were talking about a binary,
Well, even
thing,
Iran,
Because you're
What?
not
Either.
you're not
I would say
representing
none of them.
Palestine. You're not representing Palestine as far as that whole war in Gaza is you got to understand that it's mostly Hamas, which is an arm of Iran, as well as Hezbollah, and all those are an arm of Iran. They're proxies. And as far as Palestinian people in general, their population, I believe it's about 80% of their population are under 18. They're children because it's a very young thing. So you can't say like all Palestinian people. And then on top of it, if you look back into the history to the 1100s, Palestinians, technically, they were called something different back in the day, but they were also an Arab type country. And they actually had that land before even Israel got there, before
Yes,
the
but-
whole King
But,
Solomon.
They were nomadic. They were nomadic
that
tribe.
might be true and everything, but what was your question, real quick? You said you asked the question.
Me?
So
Yeah.
his question
You
was,
said, whether we align,
Oh,
whether
what-
we align Palestine or Israel. I say neither. I say Israel cares about Israel, and we can look at how Israel moves. What Israel has said recently has been pretty. I mean, if you were any other country, maybe friends are seen like enemies. The pushback on Trump, which I know Trump is not a good, he's, to me, I see the corruption, I see all of it. I like the guy, I like what he says, I'm all cool with it, but I'm just saying that I look at it as what the reality is, and he gets 190 million from one pack.
It's not on
And
your channel, Sky. Your email is not on your channel.
so, I mean, he's bought. Another thing is, we don't need to get into war. Israel didn't need to start the war. And another thing is, when is Israel going to do something for us? We're out here struggling.
well,
They
well,
already well, we're way more richer than Israel. We're like 4 times more richer
Yeah,
than
but
Israel.
that's but it's like
Also-
it's give and take, right? Yeah, we have never signed a treaty with you guys, or not you, but with whoever, with Israel. Never signed a peace treaty. Never signed any kind of real treaty. There's no rails on this relationship, and the Christians here in this country have a
Yeah.
mistaken understanding that if they don't go with whatever Israel says, that God's going to punish them, and that's
Well-
not true biblically.
well, Israel's one of the top allies of the United States. They're a highly capable ally
Oh, I
of the United
disagree
States.
with that.
I don't see it that
100%
way.
disagree with that.
Netanyahu is a little off. They were trying to vote him out before all this happened. There could be a possibility that a lot of this happened because he wants to keep power. Netanyahu kind of believes in the genocide of other religions other than Jewish sometimes. So you can't like be like, oh, they're great and stuff. But on the other hand, though, after the Holocaust with the extermination with Hitler and Jews, it's always a political point where we'll always stand with the Jews after that happened.
I think the
Right.
main problem is that oh, sorry, JBX, if you want to respond.
No, you go. I talked.
I was just gonna say, I think the main problem, and this is why I'm sticking more to an ideological argument, is because the Muslims and Iran and all of them, they're fighting an ideological war.
Well, Shiites
Shiite, whatever it is, all the same.
or
fucking thing.
Sunnis or
One
Sunnis,
of those
whatever the
places I
fuck they
can't
are.
stand.
It's just levels. It's just levels of fucking radicalism.
Yep.
That's all it is. So
Yeah.
it's like when you look at, for instance, like terrorist groups, they're actually practicing true Islam. Like the exact
Jihad is
Jihad,
one.
None of them are practicing true Islam. If you want to be like completely accurate.
Peaceful. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
as
But
much as
there is no
Islam
such
was-
thing.
neither is
Peaceful
Islam peaceful. It's not about peace with them, and we have different understandings on values, even human rights. Like to us, with
Yep.
stopping a woman from having rights is like oppression, but to
Yep.
them, protecting the woman is protecting human rights.
Is there a such thing as apostasy in Islam? Meaning, can you be killed by other Muslims for turning away from Islam or even blaspheming Islam, whatever,
I
or
think-
worshiping another god? can you be killed for that in Islam? Are you permitted?
Well, I would never broach that because this is why. Because they were going to get into the God of the Bible and what he did and
Right.
what he asked Israel to do and what Israel did. Kill every child, even the calf, melt all of their stuff, and even if you kept a little bit of the property of them, you would be punished by God.
Well,
So
here's the
I
issue.
that's why I wouldn't broach that conversation because it leads to like, we all have
Not even, because you're talking like I'm pretty sure you're talking Old Testament.
right.
Oh,
We're
Yeah,
also,
so
you're
that's
also
why we have
talking
a New
about
Testament.
you're also trying
But
to talk about the people who are practicing their religion as by their religious texts and those that aren't. Just because the Jews and Christians at one time did practice these, I'm sure a couple thousand years ago, they are not currently, which there are current groups of Muslims and that are very much practicing exactly what it says in the Quran.
Yeah, you guys make sense. It seems that it is just a religious war. It's not even really a political, it's just a religion thing, which it would be great if God came down and was like, hey guys, you're all wrong. This is me and this is what it is. And then everyone would be like, oh fuck, we shouldn't fight anymore. That's God.
Actually, it'd be great if Muhammad came back and said, I made a terrible mistake writing this book.
Here's, let me
Yeah.
introduce
Well, I
you
mean,
to
at
my
the
9-year-old
time,
wife.
it was a way for the Persian, it was a way to unify the Persians against the Byzantines' oppression of the region. It's just basically he took the Torah and the Sun Tzu's Art of War, put them together, made a religious text, built a religion around it to go to fight the Byzantine Empire, and it worked. And it got out of control, especially once he died. And then, like his brother, half the people said, "Oh, his brother should be seceded," and then the other half said, "Oh no, it's one of his generals," and that's the birth of the Shiite and Sunni branches.
Yes, Sky said they're the same. Shia and Sunni are the same. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, well,
Don't they go to war? They go to war at each other a lot.
Yeah. Well, they
Are
have
they at war
very,
with each other
very.
for?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
ever since basically Muhammad died in I think 632 AD or something like that.
Yeah, it's Saudi Arabia is the one party who we're friends with, and the other one is the Iranian, well, the supreme leader.
We're not friends with any of these guys,
But
but
yeah, basically
we're
the
friends.
differences are in the manner in which they show their devotion to the religion between the two, like different times, different amounts of length of
Sky
time
wants to join,
pray,
Jake.
and at what times you need to pray and stuff like that is the main difference between
Right.
Sunni and Shia, and why they want to kill each other
You pray,
You-
and it's
because
all
they both
I
consider the other side apostates.
It's
I
all
don't know.
war.
I don't know.
I
if
did a
it's-
lot of looking into this the first time we got into the Middle
That's
East.
good. It's important to know all that. Jake,
And that was really,
look in the
that's
chat.
back
Jake.
when I was really into politics.
I didn't know
as
some
well.
of that. Thank you. Like, what?
I
That
mean,
was
it
also
goes
back when I
back.
had the
It
time
goes
when I was
back
really into politics.
tens of thousands of years. This whole thing goes back. It's crazy. Like you could probably spend your whole lifetime and not know all the information.
Well, Islam is a relatively young religion.
Yeah, compared to all the other Christianity, even. I mean, I think honestly,
I'd say the
It's
Mormons are and the Latter-day Saints are
the worst.
The Mormon. Well, yeah, not only the worst or
Who's the worst? The Muslims,
they're
the
the
Mormons,
youngest.
or the Latter-day
They're the
Saints,
youngest.
buddy? Huh?
I don't know.
Scientology.
Yeah,
Evil-
Scientology. Oh yeah,
evil-
Scientology. That's one's
shit,
pretty
dude.
bad.
Yep. Sorry, Trump card that wins. Yeah.
Okay, that one's really.
By
I
the
don't
way,
even
by the
understand how
way,
that's a
if
religion.
I don't think you
by
can.
the way-
I don't think you can name a more violent religion than Islam.
Oh, by the way, I just want to.
Yeah.
Or
So,
jihad.
Satanism.
by the
Satanism.
way, there's OG Bumble in Nick's channel. By the way.
You're not going to let them join the conversation. They want to join StreamYards.
Who's there?
I think Sky said it.
Why
She said
can't
she's
Sky
been in
come up?
politics for 35 years, which is
I'm waiting
almost
for
as old
her.
as me. It's a long time.
Hey, by the way, I don't even know.
That's
her
where I
email.
started from.
I forgot
But
her
now I
email.
just do jokes.
I've had
Really
her
bad
email. I've
ones.
had her email before, but I don't even know her email. Damn.
You don't know her email. Why don't you know her ex? Let her post her ex or something in there.
She's not on X. She's on. It has to do the email.
Would it be terrible if would someone porn bomb you if you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Uh,
I got porn bombed before.
really?
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing the. I used to just drop my StreamYard link in the chat and just let anybody come on.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I just
Yeah,
stopped
dude.
that.
But to love.
One guy ruined it for everybody.
They never
One
porn
guy.
bombed it for me, but they
Sorry.
NFL bombed it. They did the NFL theme song, which fucking immediately got the video taken down.
Oh
it's
shit. NFL.
They just black cocked me. They just kept putting pictures of black.
By the way,
I got blacked.
Yeah, black.
Dang it, King Gilbert, there's Wash.
Go ahead, Jake.
Go ahead, Jake.
Jake, can't hear you. Get closer to the mic, Jake.
Or get further away. Whatever you want to do.
Never get further away. Yeah. Just keep on going.
I'm sending Chris a link, by the way. Chris Jibb a link.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
How many
anyway,
people you got
Krishan,
on?
what do you think about the idea of coming on our show and talking to Ava a bit?
Oh, I'm down. I'm down. I was kind of I was inching to jump in, but I couldn't because you guys just ended. So I was like, all right, it's cool.
Yeah, we were actually like just minutes from ending before Ava came in and we started going at it. And
I wasn't expecting this good conversation because usually it's some guy up here doing something crazy. But here we got a solid conversation.
yeah.
It depends. Now, are we trying to? Because I'm down for either. Are we doing the whole like? Are we trying to actually have a conversation, or is it like, showtime?
What, between you and
think-
Ava, or between
If
you
we're
and
all on
the
there.
3X? Oh man, I would love. Are you familiar with Internet Blood Sports?
Bloodsport.
Is that like Andrew Wilson?
He kind of comes from that. From the IBS era is basically Internet Blood Sports was formed by a channel called Tonka Saw, where basically he would have Spurgs yell at each other for hours, and the idea is basically no rules, just start yelling at each other.
I love it.
And it is. I find it to be wildly entertaining, and everybody stopped doing it because it's like a whole bunch of people would like complain like I can't hear what anybody's saying, and it's like, yeah, that's the point. Everybody's yelling at each other and try to yell. It's a lot of fun, and I'd like to do that sort of style. Just no rules, just keep going. If you want to stop, you can stop.
Come on the show, dude. I do that shit.
Hey, like I said, I'm down for either. So if whatever you guys want to do, I was just asking.
Or if Nick would prefer, a little more calm.
I like to have those kind of conversations though, because I rarely get. Except for X, I'm always on X. So.
Jake, let me just throw this suggestion out real quick, and I'll let you talk. What about we do a hybrid where we have like, okay, we each have our moment to like, hey.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello?
Why'd you mute me?
I was trying to say to Sky, if you want to join the Discord, the link is in. Join the link that I just put. The link to come up is in the Discord.
I was gonna let you say that after. All right, Sky, get in here.
or Chris has got a link. Chris Jibb is also a politic. So is this the Jake Hudson podcast? Is this Jake Hudson podcast or is this is CNN?
Well,
This
Jake,
is
when
CNN.
the biggest news is World War III on our doorstep, and they're going to recruit Jake Hudson on the draft to go to fucking war, it's more important than fucking half the topics you're coming at us with. Oh, is Tatanka still wrestling?
That's not fair. Jake, what do you want to talk about? Let's see what the people.
Whoops, and I accidentally hit the mute button. We got someone backstage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, by the way, we got our 6th member. Sky's gonna have to wait because we only allow 6 on panel. Here's Chris.
Chrissy Jibb.
Oh
See,
shit!
what this really needed was 3 Chris's.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wasn't confusing enough.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Not much. Just coming from
Hey,
the grocery
JBX
store.
is here, by the way. JB, your former co-host, JBX is here.
Well,
JBX
I
was
wasn't
never my co-host.
never a co-host. Ah, man.
Yeah.
But I've been on shows with the brother, but never co-hosting. Well, you know,
Yeah,
we did that one. We did that one show about my Disney experience. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess you consider that maybe a co-host situation. I
I
don't
think
think
that
so.
was more of an interview.
Yeah, it was more an interview.
You guys spoke it.
Can I give you a dumb Disney fact while Jake sings as my background?
Yeah.
One of the first bunker busting bombs that the United States made was called a Disney bomb because they went back and watched. They actually modeled it after the look of an old Disney film.
Yeah.
Ah.
It reminds you of the dictator.
By the way, one of the curses that I got a little something here for you.
Ava's trans? Are you kidding me? I thought she was a woman. I sent a dick pic.
You're
Well,
gay,
see,
dude. You're
this
gay
is my-
now, man.
Damn.
Totally gay. It's that easy. It's
This is
that
why
easy, bro.
misgendering is important.
But so Christopher, have you been watching?
Which Chris?
No.
Christopher. There's like 6 of them on here.
That's what I'm saying.
All
I think
three
we
of
got
them.
all the Chris's.
By the way,
Oh, Ava's here.
Just start a band. Chris, and Chris.
Guys, I don't have any more room to bring people on.
The Holy Chris.
Maybe you got to get rid of one of the Chris's.
Oh, geez. It's going to be
No,
me.
You want me to drop out
No,
so you can have the other person come in?
no.
You want me to head out? My battery's dying anyway, Jake.
All right. Anything you want to say? Any plugs?
Jake Hudson Rules. Go to my channel at JBX is live and subscribe.
All right. And we lost. And then we lost the other. Damn it.
Chris.
And we lost.
We lost everybody. Oh, it's the Peep Show.
Owner of the Peep Show.
So sorry about that. By the way, we lost Jib. Jib, come back.
He probably lost connection. Looked like he was driving.
Yeah, he had things going on.
I've tried live streaming while driving, and like it's not very good. It like cuts out sometimes.
I thought he was about to audit a federal building. Who's coming on? There was somebody else that was
Nick, I knew you were joking, Nick. I was just playing it up. Jake does that.
That's why it's in quotes, yeah.
Yeah, because Jake does. Did you know she was trans?
Jake, Jake, your voice just finished processing, and I didn't like it, so I'm going to take another sample and try it again.
All right.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens and shit. Let's hope that the supreme leader in Iran will just be like shit, we're fucked. We better just be like, hey, you guys could come check out our nuke sites, and we won't make weapons no more. Their other option is to be gone and not be alive. So.
Yeah, I have no fear of like Iran. I think they're gonna cower out. They have to.
The big thing that it is that we can use Israel and we were using Ukraine as well as a proxy to fight our enemies so we don't have to fight Iran directly, but we could give Israel shit and they could fight for us. We could give Ukraine javelins and Patriot missiles, and they could fight for us, and we don't have to go into a huge World War III. It's another proxy.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff either.
But that's how it has to work sometimes. And
in fact, I find that to be worse, because if we were to actually get involved, the war would be over by now.
Correct. That is true.
I think that's why it's important to add the ideological factor into it. Because if you do, then it is our war. I think they are eventually coming after us. So, I mean, yeah, I get where you're coming from, and it looks like a proxy, but I really don't think that's what it is.
Well, yeah,
I don't think it's going to be a proxy.
It's the threat of the nuke that they doubled down. They sped up their program while in negotiations and said, "We're not going to stop. We're actually going to speed it up so it happens quicker." And they were 2 days away from making one nuke, and they would automatically send that shit, and they would write their fucking jihad inscriptions on it for Allah, and that Israel's a little Satan, America's the big Satan, and they would fucking just start nuking.
Yeah.
I'm looking for her email.
already-
Dang it.
And if you think about it, freaking, what do you call it? If you real quick, if you think about it, Israel took out 60% of their air to missile defenses. Like, it's open air over there, and it's like, okay, we don't have to do nothing but send a B-52 bomber in there, drop some bunker bombs, and get out. Like, there's no defenses.
Yeah.
Like, it's free. It's a free strike that you could get right now. Like, you didn't have to do nothing to get in there. Like,
Yeah.
so like it's kind of a good opportunity, but then also you got to worry if we get involved, other people get involved. Supposedly there was a secret China cargo plane that was dropping off ammunitions in Iran last night. Russia is kind of staying back a little. Afghanistan said that if the U.S. attacked Iran, that they would step in. What the fuck would we live? Didn't we take over Afghanistan? What the fuck are you talking about?
Which, let's be real, that's the real proxy. China and the
Russia.
and Russia and all that. Yeah.
Russia gets their drones from Iran for the Ukraine war. The Shahads, killer drones.
I might have it. I might have her email.
Holy shit! It's harder to get get Sky on StreamYards than it is to drop a fucking bomb in the middle of Iran.
Who does she think she is? Chad Zumach? Jesus.
Because
it's really easy for Chad to drop bombs.
I had to remember her email. Because
You have a good memory, Jake.
Let's be honest. No, I wouldn't put the fault on yourself, Jake. It's she could reach out many ways to get on. I think she's dodging the conversation a little bit.
Question. This is we might end soon, so.
Yeah, I mean, we are past an hour, which is pretty good.
But by the way, I want to ask you, who would you rather get your news from? CNN, NBC,
MSDNC,
NBC, or NSNB.
What about Newsmax? Newsmax with Chris Cuomo.
I choose coming on the Jake Hudson panel. I learn more here than I do on the news, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a lie that he's. Yeah, that's another thing that could happen. It happened with Saddam Hussein when George W. said he has weapons of mass destruction, and it turned out, oops, my bad. It could be a possibility.
He made a mistake one time.
But it was the International Nuclear Scientists Committee who actually agreed with it and said, yeah, that they were at 90% enrichment of uranium, which is 90% is good for only weapons. I think you only need 10% enrichment of uranium for like just a power plant.
But Chris, you'd agree that we have way better like technology in terms of tracking and like
oh my god,
going on now than we did back during the Bush era.
Oh geez, it's fucking 100 years
because of the Bush era.
Right, but so the margin of error, like you can't really judge it the same way because technology.
Look, I think John Fetterman was saying today, look at how they took out the military leaders in Iran. They didn't take out the building. They took out the bed he was sleeping in. Like, that's how accurate it is. Like, no one else in the building got hurt. It was his bed and him that died. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think it's crazy to say that Israel is genociding people in Palestine when they literally have the technology and they also have the scrutiny that if they're not that precise, it's a fucking political nightmare for them.
Well, that's why you would say it would be genocide, because they were killing a lot of civilians and a lot of children.
Yeah, because they were being used as human shields willingly. And
True. That is very true. Listen, I had my political plan on Gaza like when it first started, and no one listened to me. I mean, Gaza's only a mile wide or 16 miles wide or something. I would create a rolling border. I would start from the top, and I would work your way to Egypt, and I would let normal citizens pass through to the north and kill Hamas on the way down and the whole country.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, or is that stupid?
it makes sense, but I don't know if it would be like the end all be all.
And the north, after you go completely down Gaza, the north would have just regular citizens, no Hamas, and every Hamas would be killed, and Egypt wouldn't let them cross the border.
Well, the president of Egypt literally said he would rather sacrifice 10,000 troops than to let a single Palestinian across the border.
Yep. Yeah, they don't like them. Egypt don't really like them. And Egypt's another ally of ours too, but, whatever. What's going on in the chat? A moderator. I don't want to always talk about being trans. I'm literally responding to you guys. No, I'm not saying always. I know you talk a lot about politics too, Ava, but I was just saying, usually the first thing if someone asks you is about you being trans is usually the first question.
And I also added when he was talking about it that you are very fair when it comes to that topic. So
yeah.
I think that's also why people are interested in talking to you about that topic. So maybe open yourself to that. You people are supposed to be open-minded.
Relax, Jake. Relax. It'll happen. They'll join.
He's waiting.
No, it's the Talbot's freezing because I'm putting you guys in the description.
Oh, okay. So then you don't have to put us in the description. You can do it after we're done.
No.
Yeah, don't.
Because I will forget.
Oh, okay. I could. All right.
All right.
So I don't know. Should be interesting to see what happens, and I think it would have already happened if it was going to happen. So possibly it would be tomorrow, because there hasn't been much happening. Because right now is nighttime over there.
Listen, I think the thing too of where the Republican Party is split is that when Trump said he was going to lead to what was it, peace through strength?
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people really understood what that meant.
Well, this we're still in the peace in strength right now, and the strength is we're sending every fucking thing in your vicinity. So if you look on the radar around Iran, it's fucking hundreds of thousands of deployments of U.S. troops waiting to end your existence. That's still a negotiating tool.
I think mostly it's there just as a deterrent.
That too.
It's like, hey, we're here. You better make the right fucking decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fucking. I saw the picture of just the Navy ships that are loaded all in the Gulf of Oman and all the Strait of Hormuz and everything, and it's just loaded with fucking strike force groups all around Iran.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a lot of fucking firepower, because you think so. A strike force group comes. My cousin's in the Navy, and I'm waiting for him to say they're sending me out there and shit. But strike force group, you have one carrier, which we have 11 carriers. I think the next greatest carrier amount is 3 by China, maybe, or 7 by China. We have 11, and for every carrier, we have I think it comes with 3 destroyers, comes with fucking 12 different boats for one carrier. It's just death.
Yeah.
You know, one destroyer, I think, could have like 800 cruise missiles on one destroyer, and there's like 50 of them around.
No, they don't have that many.
They have a lot.
They have
wa-
a lot, but destroyers are fairly small.
I'd like if someone
There-
could look
there's
that
no
up.
way, like 800 missiles is bigger than
It's a
what
lot,
destroyer
yeah,
would
and
be,
I
but they
might have
a lot.
over exaggerated.
I would say
All right, I
maybe
wonder how
800 in
many.
the entire carrier group might have 800
All right, guys. I think
long
we're
range
gonna
missiles,
end-
but not
I
one
think we're-
destroyer.
They have lasers on them too now. They have megawatt lasers.
Guys, I think we're gonna end.
What about? I thought
Also
other people
testing
were coming
railguns.
on, Jake.
I thought Avo was coming.
Jake
No.
gets sketchier on political talk.
Oh, I was saying they weren't 2 days away from a nuke, according to the IAEA Nuclear Scientists Committee. That they were, and they're a nonpartisan group and shit.
I don't care if they were 100 days
Can we
away.
finish this?
What, Jake?
Well, Jake, how about you give us a final topic?
What
do you want to talk
guys-
about?
What do you guys think about censorship?
Wow, that's pretty broad. Not in favor. Unless we're talking about the blacks.
Hey, by the way, hey, Krishan,
Yeah.
can you call in the Jesse voice? Can you call Liquid a?
You're a beta. You're a beta.
Beta male.
Liquid,
Beta.
you a beta. I apologize, Jake. Ugh.
Jake's helper
Hey,
is black.
I would love to just sit and have actual Jesse Lee Peterson just make fun of me all day long. I'd be
Yeah.
wildly entertained by it.
I did it.
So,
I did
so a
an
fake
interview-
Jesse is just fine.
I did an interview with him very early in my my career, and I was like totally on like defensive. Like I just was like, I was actually scared. I was
Wait a
intimidated.
minute.
I did. You want to hear something funny? My first year, I was thrown into the deep. I threw myself into the deep end. Having people that was on my show, have on my show when I was young, when I was doing it, when I first started out in 2021. The first year was 2021. I booked some big guests. I was super nervous. In one of the mornings before the stream, I had a Code Brown situation.
You shit your pants.
Like legit.
What was that guest that made you shit your pants?
It was actually one of my friends, Jason Marshall, from We Don't Have Cookies. We don't
Oh.
have cookies. We don't have cookies.
Really? And you
What's
shit
it?
your pants?
Well, Jake, I gotta say, like judging by today compared to then, I could see you've grown like tremendously. It's the argument for genocide. You made the opposite argument. What?
Yeah, that's the thing is I switch it up. I make some liberal points and you're like, oh, he's liberal. Then I make some fucking fucked
You
up
can
MAGA
find-
points and he goes, oh, he's MAGA.
By the way, you can find Chris at Chris Peeps. You can find Liquid at kick.com/liquidcryptid. And you can find Krishan at the Misfit Nation. I am doing good cooking. We're ending because we've been for an hour and 23 minutes. And this is from
And Jake has to clean his underwear.
all right, love you guys. Bye guys.
See you. Have a great day, everybody.
All right,
All right.
guys.